Hello, everyone. My name is Bruce Vermey, and I'm the head golf professional of the Harvest Golf Club. I'd like to welcome everyone to this little tutorial about it's a user guide to the Harvest Chelsea ballot or lottery system that we'll be using to make tee times. The first step is we're going to go to our website, just like last year, and in the top right corner of the website, you're going to see Book Tee Time Member. We're going to click on that. This year, that will automatically put you into the Chelsea Reservation System login page. Now, in order for us to get the system up and running, everybody's been assigned the same password. So we're going to change that password. So first of all, we go to our member number. Your member number should have been the same. However, it's important to note that if you change categories for the 2021 golf season from silver to gold, or from gold to full play, or couples to gold, or any changes at all in membership category, that means you're going to be assigned a new membership number. So you will not be able to log in until you get that new number. So please do contact the golf shop in order to get your new number if you have changed categories. Presently, we're just open on pre-season on Monday to Friday from 9 to 5. So please do, if you've changed categories, contact us and we'll give you your new number. Your next step is a password. Now, as I mentioned, everybody's got the same password right now, and that password is golfer1 with a capital G. So it's capital GOLFER1. We're going to log in under that, and that's going to put us into this next page. And now we're going to go up to our profile, and we are going to hit on my profile, and we are all going to change our passwords. So you go ahead and change your password, but please remember, the password must be at least 6 characters, contain 1 capital letter, 1 small letter, and a number in order for it to work. So change it to your own password, please. At that point, we save our changes, and we're going to get back to this screen. And if you look at the top of the line, it just says main, request, review. Our next step is request, because that's what we're doing here in this in 2021, is we're going to request a ballot, or we're going to request a tee time. So we're going to click on add a request. Now remember, requests can be made between 8 days and 14 days in advance of the day that we're going to play for any twosomes, threesomes, foursomes, or even larger groups. So 7 days in advance, the tee sheet will be, or the tee times availability are available to see online. So for example, if we wanted to request for May 14th, requests could be made as early as May 1st and as late as May 6th. And on May 7th, the lottery will take place and the tee sheet will be created for May 14th. Okay, so request. We're going to add a request to make a tee time request. Play date. The first thing we select is the date. And again, in the drop box you see there is only the dates that are available within that window will be displayed. We click on the date we want, then we click on the time, requested time, selected time we prefer to play. And ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the most important part of this. We want our requested time is the ideal tee time you want. The earliest time is the earliest time your group can play or wants to play. And the latest time is the latest time your group can or wants to play. And it's worthy to note that the bigger this window is, the larger this window is, between your requested time, your earliest and latest time, the better chance of success you have of achieving a tee time. It's again, if you give it a small window, then it'll only look at that, and you may not be able to get a tee time. So that is worthy to know. Also, you look at the bottom of this page, it says groups, or this area right here, and the break link. We're going to get to that shortly. That's for booking more than a foursome. Next step is our player information. So let's say we're booking a foursome. Player information is the next step, and we're going to do player info. Enter the group by typing the last name or the member account numbers. Of course, we're not going to know anybody's account number, so just start typing in the digits of the last name of the players that you're playing with, and all the members have been downloaded in the system, so their names will pop up, as you can see in this example right here. If you're going to book in a non-member guest, then you change the no guest to guest in the drop-down menu and type in the guest's first and last name. And in every request that we're making, folks, we really would love to see on the guests their names, please, if he could. It just makes it easier for us in the golf shop. And if you're not sure, but you know you're going to fill it in with a guest and it is a guest, then just leave it as guest. You click submit to finalize your request, and all members in your request will receive an email of the date and time you requested. Hit submit, and again, folks, these are computers, so they sometimes take a little time. Don't panic, just be patient. And this isn't a 10 o'clock button trying to hit and scared we're going to miss our time. You have 8 to 14 days to submit this request. Take your time with it and make sure it's all done properly. Next week, let's say we need to edit that request we've already submitted. So we click on edit a request. Enter the member number and the request confirmation number, and this will bring up the request you'd like to edit. From here, you can adjust the tee time information, the date or the time, or the player information and the player information, and you can change of player or guest. At that point, you would then click submit. Please note that any member on the request, the original request, can edit that request. The function can also delete a request if we have to. Let's say we made a request and realized, nope, nobody is available to play that day. So now we're going to delete the request. Enter the member number and the request confirmation number, and then select submit if you want to delete the request. Again, any member on the request can delete the request. But ladies and gentlemen, the golf shop really encourages and recommends that each group designate a captain to take control of any modifications to the request, and only one person in the group submits a request, not 4 when you're doing a tee time. So only one person in that group, let's make that person the captain, and they can do any editing and add or any editing or deleting that has to be done as well. Now, let's go back to if we want to book more than 4 players. This system allows that. However, we want to be careful here. Now, let's say there's a lot of member groups that want to play back-to-back, husbands in one group, wives in the other, etc. So we change the 1 to 2. Let's say we're going to make two tee times. And then you'll see beside that break link. This thing is very important. If you keep it at no, that means the system will only search for 2 tee times back-to-back. And if it, for some reason with the point totals, etc., it can't find it, then it won't put you it won't give you a tee time, and it will put you on the wait list. However, if you click yes to break link, if it does not see anything back-to-back, it'll still do its best to find the 8 people 2 separate tee times, but not back-to-back. So we recommend yes to break link if you want to play golf that day. Earlier, we had mentioned booking within the 7 days of the desired tee time after the lottery replacement has occurred, or for singles to add on. But let's say we're just going to book a foursome. So we're going to add a booking. This is to make a tee time reservation. Player info, same as before. We're going to enter the group information by typing the last name or member account number. If booking in non-member guest, change no guest to guest in drop-down menu and type in the guest's first and last name. Play date, we select the date to make a tee time reservation from the drop-down list. Only dates available to make reservations will be displayed. And again, this is how singles will be able to book as well. You put in a submission as a single, and it'll show up on these tee times availability where a single can be joined with another group. Now, the system has its own buddy list, which makes it a little easier to book on your request. Click on the buddy list to add a buddy. Enter at least 2 letters of the last name and click search. The system will then display all match names on the right panel. Click on the A to add the buddies to your list. The left panel is your current buddy list. Now, to delete a buddy, you'll see a D beside your buddies. Not that we want to delete a buddy, but if you have to, you click on the D, and the system will automatically move them back to the right panel. You can also automatically add to your buddy list during the request and booking process by checking the box next to the Add to My Buddy List message at the bottom of the page. And finally, a nice little hint is to add yourself to the buddy list and use the buddy list as a shortcut when making a request or booking. Well, that pretty well sums up the tutorial for today. Please note as well on the website, on our members section and underneath this on the newsletter that you receive, you're going to see a PDF of a few things. This exact thing we just went over, you can print out yourself or view it on your computer to practice it. Also, there's going to be a PDF of member responsibilities in using the system. And also, we talked about this, the Chelsea system uses a point system to determine tee time placement. That's explained as well in the PDF attached. And again, we encourage everybody to get to know the program, get to know the system. But of course, we are always here at the Golf Shop available to help you out at any time. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the tutorial. Thank you for joining me. We are certainly looking forward to a great golf season. Thank you again and have a great day.